Morning, you're with me, Tanima Biswas. Let's look at breaking updates coming in from the Para Games in Tokyo. And breaking news updates coming in from Tokyo, where Indian shooters have shown in Tokyo with 2 more medals being bagged by India, 1 gold and 1 silver in shooting. It's the best ever performance which has been seen by para athletes in the Para Games from Indian side. So Manish Narwal has won the gold in the shooting event, and Singhraj Adhana has in fact won the silver in the same event. Also in Para Games, 2 more medals are also assured for India in badminton.
उसके लिए मैं बहुत खुश हूँ और सगला परिवार ही हमारा दोनों मेडल है इंडिया के ही और बल्लागढ़ के, और दोनों ही बल्लागढ़ के हैं। फरीदाबाद दोनों फरीदाबाद के ही हैं, दोनों ही। हम बेहद खुश हैं। उम्मीद इसके कोई पैमाना नहीं है खुशी होने का हमारा कि हम
शब्दों में बयान नहीं कर सकते। आज हम इतने सिंहराज की माता फूली न समारी, इतनी खुशी है कि देश में नाम कर दिया कि ऐसा शेर है मेरो। सिंहराज में बहुत खुश हूँ। वो उनकी पहले से ही यही इच्छा है, मेरी भी यही मान्यता, मैं बहुत मान्यता कर रही हूँ।
हाँ, मेरे को बड़ी खुशी हो रही है। मैं बहुत ज्यादा खुश हूँ। दोनों मेडल इंडिया के, इससे और भी ज्यादा खुशी है।
Then we go across to sports journalist from Times of India, Gaurav Gupta, who's joining me on the broadcast on this. Gaurav, what we can in fact see is a number of good news which is coming in from Tokyo this morning. 2 medals which have been won in the same event by Indians. 3rd gold which has been bagged by India. And if we are to count those 2 other medals which have been confirmed in the badminton category, so that makes it a total of 17 medals. By far the best performance that we have seen by Indian para athletes at the Para Games.
Absolutely outstanding performance, unprecedented, and you know, something that none of us expected. We expected our para athletes to do well, you know. I thought maybe they will definitely better their tally from Rio, where I think we had won 4 medals. But to go this far and to you know win multiple medals almost every day, you know, like or every other day, it's just fabulous, and across various disciplines, various sports, you know. Badminton, it started with table tennis, then it moved to several other sports. High jump, we won 4 medals, and shooting, you know, and I'm so glad that shooters are winning medals to sort of, you know, it makes up for the disappointment that that we experienced in shooting in the Olympics, you know, around a month back. So this is absolutely, you know, terrific to see, and it just shows that our you know, para athletes, they need all the facilities, all the infrastructure, all the help, you know, in terms of financial, as well as, you know, support, you know, morale boosting, and then they can conquer the world. You know, all of them are so talented and so supremely talented, and so determined to do well on the world stage. And there's clearly, we are like, you know, a force to reckon with in Paralympics now as a country.
Right. In fact, Gaurav, as you were mentioning, that this is, of course, the best ever performance, and what we have probably seen that, you know, nobody even expected them to win so many medals. They were, of course, expected to do well, with India having several top-ranked athletes in the Para Games. But nonetheless, this has, of course, surpassed everyone's expectations. Stay with us as we also talk about, besides the medals which have been won today, 2 more medals are assured for India in badminton. Suhas LY has, in fact, entered badminton men's singles in the SL4 category, and PRAMOD BHAGAT has entered the finals of the badminton men's singles in the SL3 event, beating his Japanese opponent. So even in badminton, we can see that there are 2 more medals which have been assured. Gaurav, in fact, as we have discussed this in the past, that this time around maybe the preparations were a little better than what we have seen in previous Para Games, previous events which have been held like this. But nonetheless, what we can in fact see is that there's a lot more focus on sports now, whether, you know, especially with regard to the para athletes as well. And this is, of course, going to inspire and draw out future athletes is what do you think that this kind of the performance that we are seeing, which is being displayed in Tokyo right now, the impact it's going to have in future generations?
The impact that it's going to have is massive. It's going to be tremendous on the youth of the country, and on so many young para athletes who are must be so distraught in life, when they're struck by something like this, and they're sort of physically challenged. So it takes a lot from being in that state, in the physical state, to actually bounce back in life and do something like this. Start playing a sport that you've loved. But all these para athletes, they deserve credit for me. Each of them is a hero. To have overcome those obstacles, which are both physical as well as mental, and to come back and from that adversity in life and to win a medal on the world stage is a big deal. So I think a lot of para athletes are going to get inspired. A lot of people in general are going to get inspired. Even the able-bodied athletes are going to get inspired. That look, if our para athletes can do it, so can we. So this works as a tonic. A win is always the best. A win on a world stage is always the best tonic that a sport needs, or the Paralympics need, or the Olympics. The performance that we produce in the Olympics, it was much needed. So I think this is just going to be the start, and I think we are on the cusp of attaining Paralympic glory from here. I expect us to get even better 3 years down the line in Paris. I think there will be more competition for places, more focus now on Paralympic Games, and hence more and more people participating, which should convert into more and more medals. It's always
Right.
fabulous to see.
Right, Gaurav, thank you so much for joining us with that.